The title of this one is Let's Talk Big. So when I'm saying let's talk big, I'm talking about let's talk about, oh gosh, things that are bigger than us. No, I'm not talking about physical appearance and all that. I'm talking about let's talk about things bigger than us as an existence. Um, so, thing is, we live in a world where a lot of unhealthy things are normal and popular. Well, call me crazy, but I don't think that's right. I mean, the one thing that stands out to me was the fad that women had called "Waste His Time" 2005 and all that. Like, I'm sorry. You don't want to waste someone's time. If they actually have a real honest to goodness relationship with you, don't ever waste anybody's time. Let me fix this so that my alarm doesn't scream into the microphone. Okay. When you have an honest to goodness relationship with somebody, it's almost a moral crime to give someone the wrong impression that you're actually betting all your chips on this person. You're putting all your eggs in that one basket and you're like, this is it, this is the one. This is the person that I want to spend my whole life with. And it's terrible. And when it happens to you, and you've done something like that to somebody, you sit there like, what did I do wrong? What you did wrong was waste somebody's time, and karma cashed a check that your butt wrote, and it cashed it in on you. There's also a lot of things going on with people that I personally know that they get in these relationships with these people and they're hoping that, oh, you know, it's like moving into a fixer-upper home. I can just fix this person and they'll be awesome. Sometimes that person needs to learn that you can't fix everybody. You just can't. Another thing, people get in these relationships with these people, they're just downright toxic. And they want to fall in love so bad. They're chasing something that, yes, it does exist. It truly does. But it doesn't always exist with the person that you're hoping it does with. I think I'm one of the lucky few that can say that has found true love and my soulmate and twin flame or whatever you want to call it. And also these titles. Come on. I've told many a light worker friends that, like, I'm sorry, all these, it's like a competition. Like, you found your one true love, or you found your soulmate, or you found your other half, or you found your twin flame, or, I mean, next thing you know, they're going to say, oh, you found your ultra mega meant to be person for the future. Like, good God. Just be in love. It shouldn't matter what title you have. You're just in love. You just love them. When you love someone past sometimes logic, there is no comparison to anyone or anything in that life, in your life. You don't have any words that can do it justice on how much you love them and what length you go for them. There is no measurement on how much and what what quantity that you love them. There's no number. Sorry, I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. That's why I'm sniffing. Allergies. But just love each other. There shouldn't have to be some unspoken competition of how good and wonderful your relationship and love is. What matters is that you love them. Like, really love them. No, I'm not talking about, like, you can't keep your hands off them and, oh, you just can't help but stare at them because they just look so freaking fine. I admit, I do have that with my husband. And he's just like, what are you staring at? I'm like, nothing. Nothing. But, I mean, you gotta get real that, you know, it is what it is. You either love them or you don't. And, when you love someone, like, for real, it comes naturally. They bring out the best of you. Sometimes they bring the worst out of you, but it's for both of you guys to laugh. Let's talk about something else that, let me share this one more time in hopes that this does not screw up anything. Okay, I really hope that didn't do anything to this live, because it's still counting down that I'm live. I'm trying to get people to go on here. But, you know, let's talk about something else that's pretty big that should not be normalized. Political correctness, it's gotten way out of hand, and it's gotten downright ridiculous. I had a lady flip out at me because she said, don't say certain words around my baby. And I'm just like, what words did I say that shouldn't be spoken? And she said, anything that has sharp sounding letters. And I'm like, sharp sounding letters? Like what? Like anything that's ka or z or s. I'm like, so anything that starts with S, Z, and K and K? How about anything like this? I don't know. I don't understand. She said, I look better in my profile pic. That was actually my natural hair color. That color red. This is what happens when you stay out in the sun too much. And so what? I'm a hey. And makeup does wonders. I don't follow you. So we're going to talk about political correctness and how far out of whack it's gotten. I used to do radio a long time ago. When I left Oklahoma and went back to the East Coast, it was a culture shock, because 3 years of me leaving Okay. Okay, that's fine. Hey, don't feel bad. I've got people that follow me around and I still haven't figured out why. Really. I think I'm pretty boring and yeah, I don't think of myself as overly attractive. So, I'm just me. I can't be anybody else but me. And yeah. So, the thing is, I left the East Coast for 3 years and I came back and it was just it's like things just totally went upside down and got weird. I don't know if anyone can tell me what happened on the East Coast, but yeah. Political correctness got so out of hand that I wasn't even allowed to say he or she. I wasn't allowed to, you know, when I studied world religion, and that's a topic I am pretty, well, the history of world religion, so to speak, religious anthropology. And I wasn't even allowed to say anyone's religion. I wasn't allowed to say, and I can agree to that. I think people got so sensitive and so controlling that they just basically. I understand being the change you wish to see in the world, but I don't understand when it comes to basically stomping on other people's rights. I mean, everyone has. I mean, like for instance, they have. Yes, it is. They have the right to voice out any discomfort, like I'm allowed, or you're allowed, or anyone else is allowed. Yes, thank you. Thank you. You have any idea how refreshing you are? Round of applause, dude. Or chick, or who? JC. JC. Round of applause to you. Now, I noticed, now everyone's like, oh, you went to Oklahoma, you went to the Bible Belt, you're not going to have a lot of freedoms. The hell you say? The hell you say? I lived so much over there out west in Oklahoma. There was liberating amount of freedom over there. Nobody really cared what you did unless you hurt somebody or caused problems. If you damage someone's property, hurt someone, that's when people speak up like, hey, stop fucking up. Stop. It's like third time's a charm kind of rule over there. They actually, first, if your neighbor came to you or someone that had a problem with what you were doing or saying, thus, if they ask you, hey, can you please just simmer down? All I'm trying to do is blah, blah, blah. And if you still continue it, cops are called. They come in, they say, hey, this is why they're asking, can you just please be respectful? That's all we're asking. Don't hurt nobody or screw anything up. Just enjoy yourself, but kick it down a little notch. And if cops are called the second time, you get arrested. 9 times out of 10. They'll either investigate, depending on the situation. Now, over here on the East Coast, cops are called on you for a half second of even halfway thinking what you want to do if it's something crazy. I threw a bonfire at my parents' home, and they live out in the middle of nowhere. And the neighbors surrounding the area, they throw parties too. Bonfires, alcohol. One time, my neighbor actually let loose their horses and put glow-in-the-dark paint on them and freaked the neighbors out. There you go. That was fun. I thought I was seeing something because I was drunk. Glow-in-the-dark, body paint on the horses to make them look like glowing skeletons running around the place. That was fun. And I was just like, dude, there's a Kelpie in the yard. Yeah. And police were called because one neighbor complained that they smelt horse. These were new neighbors, mind you. They were new neighbors that complained. Yeah. So when we had these people from, we'll just say, other than the place that, you know, that they are in now, we noticed that a lot of people stopped enjoying themselves, and things just got pretty boring. Things got, pretty ho-hum and dull. So, it has gotten pretty bad. And the thing is, if we ever want to be tolerated for being different, you yourself have to be tolerant. Like doing to others as you would have others do unto you. Did we forget about that little rule? Because that's how life is. Let me open this. Natural light. I never really liked artificial light. It just... Oh. Well, by George, it's raining.